Ring, ring.
Hello,
Hello, is this Javier?
this is Javier speaking.
Javier, I'm Albert. I'm with AE Realty. Looks like you signed up on our website, mysatx.com, about 5:30 yesterday. So thanks for signing up, first of all. And what sort of home are you looking for, Javier?
Well, I was just kind of, browsing around on your website. I noticed a lot of houses. We'll really we don't need anything crazy big. I mean, it just needs to be a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. I mean, we're not too interested in anything like massive. I mean, we're kind of on a tight budget.
Okay, yeah. Who is we?
Me and my family, my wife and 2 kiddos.
Awesome. What's the wife's name?
Samantha.
And the kids, how old are they?
So I've got a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
I wish my kid was
Fun
still
times,
small.
fun
Yeah,
times.
Never a dull moment. They go fast.
Yeah.
Okay, and Javier, what do you do for work, if I may ask?
I work at Toyota. I've been here for about 4 years now. I work in the manufacturing department.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long you been there?
Gosh, going on 4.5, 5 years now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And Samantha, stay-at-home mom, or what
Yeah,
does she do?
she was working, but she's just taking care of the kids now. It's just they're both really young, so I mean it's better for her just to stay with them for now. Yeah.
And where you're living right now, you renting or do you own it?
Yeah, well we're renting right now. We've been here at this apartment for almost 3 years now. We're just getting really tired of it, man. We want to get our own house.
How much is rent?
Man, they raised it on us again last time we renewed. I think we're paying like $12.50 now.
It's a lot of money over the course of a year. Go a lot better in equity in your own property, but that's what you're getting into now. So you'd be a first-time home buyer. There's a few programs available for you, and I want to offer you those. I want to run those by you. We have an in-house lending team here. We have our broker that I can set you down with for a little half-hour at no cost type of consultation where we can just give you a couple of routes to get toward your goal of getting that first home for you and your family. I have a 3:30 available today. Is that a good time for you to come in?
I'm working today. I'll talk to Samantha about it. Probably either late in the evening or during the weekend would be better for us. But our big thing right now is we just don't have a whole lot of money saved up. And, I've always heard that you need to have a down payment, you need to have some funds put aside. And we've just had a really tough time saving any money, and so I don't want to waste y'all's time. I'd probably say we're probably about at least a year away, because I'm gonna take this next 12 months and really start saving money, and then we should be good, I think, in about a year.
It's a great plan. It's good to have a good plan.
Yeah.
What do you all need in a house? What are you looking for as far as you need a big backyard? Do you have any dogs? Do you want to see a pool?
We'd love to get a dog. We don't have one yet, but certainly would love to get one in the next couple of years. No swimming pool necessary. Again, I mean, if we could just keep our payment around the same that we're paying in rent right now, that'd be ideal for us. And just 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I mean, we're already here on the south side, so I mean, my family lives down here, so I don't mind it at all. I actually enjoy it. It's closer to downtown. Something down here, just a first time, just a starter home, I guess, is all we're really looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when y'all aren't at work or having to do the family stuff, do y'all like to get out and go to parks or?
Oh yeah.
What do you do for recreation?
Yeah. Well, we really enjoy going to Brawning Lake, which isn't far from where we're at right now, and we spend the whole day there fishing and just having a great time.
Nice.
So yeah.
Love fishing.
Oh yeah, they got big ones down there, Brawning Lake.
Definitely. Did a lot of fishing as a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. And so as far as the saving and the planning, that's great. That's actually kind of what I want to offer you. You say you're about a year out, and that's great. It doesn't matter if it's a month or a year. I want to help you plan that. And most likely you don't have a broker, in your corner. You don't have a lending team that you can consult with, and so basically that's what I want to offer you. It's a powerful tool to move forward and get your plan together. It's a very serious investment. It's your first home is probably the most serious investment that you can make. So it's a high value to get this information from true professionals so that you can make an informed decision. What day are you guys normally off? Are you off on Saturdays?
Yeah, we're both off on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay. Well, we're open from 10 till 2 every Saturday. And what I'd like to do, I want to put you down for one of these time spots. I have an early one opening at 10. We have a 1:30 as the latest. So we can put you down tentatively. There's more people in this room. I work in, making consultations for people that are looking to get into homes. So I want to get you in the queue, and I want to get you on our calendar, and I want to inform you of these options for you. So if it were a 10:30 or a 10 o'clock or a 1:30, which one's better for you both?
Probably 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. Well, I'm going to send you an invite from my Google Calendar for this Saturday at 1:30. And I have you at javier@gmail.com. Is that still a good email for you?
That's a good one, yeah.
And I'll also text you our address. You have my cell phone number here. If you have any trouble finding us Saturday, you can just text me. We'll guide you in. But we look forward to meeting you and Samantha this Saturday.
All right. Well, sounds good. Yeah, I'll look for your email then.
Thank you, Javier.
Okay. Good job. So he got to a lot of really good things in that conversation. Ford was working really well. Family, occupation, recreation, dreams. He got to all of that pretty much. Great conversation. I would say the one thing is, like, when people start to give you those objections of, like, we have to save money and or our credit stinks or whatever the case may be, you're going to get more familiar with loan programs, especially once you become licensed and figure this stuff and, start really figuring out, like, what they do. But you don't need a down payment.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will say, like, I've always heard you need a 20% down payment. Mm-hmm. It's simply not true. Mm-hmm. And if you just give people, that's a great hook. Well, what would you say if I told you that you don't need a down payment to buy a home? Mm-hmm. Would that be something that would be of interest to you? Well, I've never heard that before.
Right.
Now all of a sudden it's something I'm interested in. I'm going to hear something I've never heard before. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden I'm like kind of excited. You see, so you can drop little pieces like that to kind of hook them in, because there's a lot of preconceived notions out there. You got to have perfect credit, you got to have a big down payment, you got to have this, you got to have that. It's just not true.
I was going to circle back around to that, but I kind of wanted to distract by going to another aspect, which I needed to cover anyway. I was talking about what they needed in their home, and then I was going to circle back and talk about T-Shack and and down payment assistance and things like that. I just didn't. So many details.
No, it was a good conversation. I think that would probably be one thing I would do a little differently. You probably would have got to it later in the conversation anyway. Okay, let's. You're Javier now. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello. Can I speak to Mr. Javier Galan, please?
That's me.
Good morning, Mr. Galan. It's Carl Bishop with AE Realty. Giving you a quick call. I noticed you're on the website last night looking at a handful of properties, primarily in the 78227, 78218 zip codes. Mr. Galan, is that an area that you're looking to move to?
Yeah, I work close by, and eventually my kids will be going to school in that area. So.
Okay, great. Where do you work at?
I work at AutoZone.
AutoZone, all right. The parts store. Mm-hmm. How long have you been at that for?
About 7 years.
Wow, that's great. It's good company. Mm-hmm. I don't too often need car parts, but when I do, I prefer AutoZone over O'Reilly's.
That's the way we want it.
Okay. Well, what's your current situation, Mr. Galan? Are you renting right now? Do you own the home that you're currently living in?
I own. I've been in this home for, I think, about 12 years. It was my parents' home.
Okay.
And so I just took it over.
Very good, very good. And what was the reason that you were considering moving? Have you outgrown the home, or is it maybe looking to downsize a little bit?
I want a new home. It's just something in me. I want I want to walk into a new home with a new carpet and the new smell.
Yeah.
And it's just something I want for me and my family.
Something a little more modern. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your existing home. You said that you had inherited it from a family member. Is it something that you would consider selling or maybe renting it out and turning it into an income-producing asset? What were your plans for your existing real estate?
Yeah, I'd like to use it to rent out.
To rent out, great. Well, have you spoken to anybody about that process or about a plan of helping you get that home rented out?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Well, we can definitely be of service there. That's a really big, important part of figuring out the next home as well, is if you're creating income off this existing home, that will also add to your income when purchasing the next home. So there's a lot of great details that we can go over there. We also have a property manager in-house. We would love to apply for the job of being your property manager. Of course, we can also help you, and I have a lot of clients that just manage their properties themselves. So either way, we're excited to help you with that.
Okay.
What I'd like to do for you, Javier, is I'd like to do a market analysis, a rental market analysis, where I take other homes that have recently rented out in your neighborhood and give you an idea what you could rent your home out for. Have you looked at other rentals in the neighborhood? Do you know what they're renting for now?
No, not as far as like homes like mine that would be for rent.
Okay.
I don't have any idea.
Well, tell me a little bit about your home. How many bedrooms? How many baths? How many square feet? I mean, what could you tell me about your home?
It's a 4-bedroom house, 3 baths. It's not like, all the rooms are kind of quartered. It's not an open floor plan at all. It was built in the 70s, so I see opportunities where some walls could be knocked down and make like wider spaces.
Okay.
But anyway, a new roof was put on around 2007.
Okay.
And I had Saltillo tile floors put in,
Okay.
or the shiny tile floors, the Mexican tiles.
Very pretty.
And I like to keep the house landscaped, so I've touched that up a bit with some flower beds and
Good.
some ryegrass and things like that. Okay. And other than that, I had the foundation checked out. So everything else I think is in good condition.
Great.
The plumbing's fine.
That's fantastic. So you've really helped me there, and so I'll be able to complete a very accurate analysis for you. What is the address, Javier, where you currently live?
7212 Smith Street.
7212 Smith Street. Okay, fantastic. All right, so I'll get to work on that, and I'll start doing some research in the neighborhood and put together that report for you. Now, tell me about the area that you want to move to. I mean, are you trying to get out into the country a little bit? Do you want to be closer to downtown? Is there a neighborhood that you're really fond of? Where would you like to move to, and what kind of home would you like to move into?
I think we want to be, more around Stone Oak, but not exactly too in Stone Oak. The traffic's kind of bad, so I guess somewhere between, that side of town and maybe out to Bernie, but not quite in Bernie. I know it gets pretty expensive.
Have you considered Timberwood Park?
I've seen a few houses there that are
not too bad.
Kind of intriguing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's outside Stone Oak. So you're out in the country a little bit, but you're still pretty close to town. Okay. And how many bedrooms, how many baths did you need, and what was your budget for this next place?
I think 4 or 5 bedrooms and 3 baths would be fine. 4 max.
Okay.
And that last question.
Your budget, sir. How much did you want to spend on this next place?
I think we're comfortable around 300,000 max.
300,000 max. Okay. And have you spoken to anybody about a mortgage, or would you be paying cash for this next property?
We'd need to get a mortgage.
Get a mortgage? Okay. Have you spoken to a bank or anybody about that yet? Not quite.
I talked to Security Service.
Okay.
And I have an email from them. I haven't opened it up yet, but
great. Security Service, good company.
Some details there. Yeah.
Great company. We do have options for that as well. I always tell people it's a good idea to get more than one opinion when it comes to mortgage and real estate, and so we would love to share some of those resources with you. So we can talk about that at a later date. All right. So I've got some great information. I'm going to start sending you some properties that I can already think of that would match that criteria. Is there a Mrs. Galan, Javier?
Yes.
Okay, what's her name?
Brenda.
Brenda, all right. And do you and Brenda have time either this week or weekend where I could come out to your home and visit with you about a market analysis on that property that we had spoke about earlier, as well as bring some other properties that you guys may be interested in taking a look at down the road? Do you guys have some time this week? What does your schedule look like?
Most of the time we have availability on the weekends, so Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday? Okay. Yeah, I've got my Saturday calendar open here. I've got 2 openings on Saturday. I've got a 10 a.m. or I've got a 3 p.m. What time is better for you, sir?
I think earlier is better.
Okay, great. So 10 a.m. I've got your email address as javiergalan@gmail.com. Is that a good one for you?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay, so I'm going to send you a little email confirmation. We'll see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. And if you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out. Certainly looking forward to meeting both of you. And if you see any properties that you'd like to take a look at this weekend, let me know. I can set you up to go out and look at some real estate too if you guys are ready for it. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll see you this weekend.
Thank you, Carl.
Okay, bye. So set the listing consultation there. I would probably do a rental CMA and a sell CMA because, I mean, right now, values are so high that everybody's really considering selling. He may want to hold on to it for sentimental purposes if it was his parents' home, etc. So a lot of people are like that. They want to keep the home in the family. And so that went well. It's never easy to invite yourself over to somebody's house, but if you do a lot of good communication, rapport building prior to that, you notice I asked him about his home. Has he upgraded it? Has he done anything to it? I mean, that always gets a homeowner talking. That always gets them, oh yeah, we did this, or we wanted to do that, or, we tried to do this, and so, and then of course when he released his home address, usually when a person is willing to share their home address with you over the phone, they don't really know you from Adam. It shows that you've earned their trust to a certain extent, They know that you're a professional, they know that you're legitimate, and they're willing to share their home address with you. Think about that. I mean, a person just calls you on the phone, you don't know who they are, where they're from, they say that you logged onto their website, but you're gonna just share your address with them, right? It's gonna be somebody that you trust a little bit. So overall, good conversations, and let's get on the roll calls now. See you guys.